Long ago, there lived an old woman who sold the best soup in the market. Nobody knew the old woman's name or where she lived. Nobody knew why her soup was different from other soups in the market, nor why it always remained hot. But people did not worry themselves about that. They just bought the soup and ate it. Every morning the old woman came to the market square. She carried a big black pot of hot chicken soup on her head. Then she sat down under a tree with her bowls of hot soup. In no time at all the pot would be empty. A small boy lived not far from the market square. For years he had watched the old woman selling her soup. His name was Calorie. He liked the soup so much that he decided to find out how she made it. One day he followed the old woman after she had finished her day's business. The old woman plodded along slowly. She did not see the young lad followed her. At last the old woman stopped in front of a hut that stood all alone on the top of hill. Outside the hut was a large earthen pot. The woman stood in front of the large pot and began to sing. Magic pot, make hot soup for me. Make the soup for me to sell and for people to buy. Magic pot, make tasty soup for me. Very soon the soup was ready. Steam rose from it. A delicious aroma filled in the air. The old woman went inside the hut. Calorie crept up to the pot and looked inside. There was no fire under the pot, but there was hot soup inside it. He picked up a bowl that was lying beside the pot, intending to help himself to some of the soup. Just then the old woman came out of the hut and caught him in the act of ladling the soup into the bowl. She uttered a cry of anger and rushed towards him. Calorie ran down the hill as fast as he could. He was afraid of the old woman would put a curse on him. The old woman ran after him, but she could not catch the nibble boy. Calorie reached the village, panting and puffing as he ran towards the market square. People watched him in astonishment. "Whatever is the matter with Calorie?" they asked each other. At last Calorie stopped running and told them all that had seen. Everyone looked towards the hill. Sure enough, they could see clouds of steam rising from it. The next day they went up the hill. To their amazement, the hut, the pot, and the old woman had disappeared. To this day, no one knows what happened on the hill that night.